Okay. Encouragement. I'm just kidding.
Russell. Keep on making it work.
Are you ready?
I am. I'm
Okay.
going.
Every person and every animal in this world always expresses the best of intentions. Well, at least in their mind. Sometimes, it really doesn't jive with us. And in those circumstances, it does get a little difficult from time to time, especially the ones who are closest to us. But it happens, and it's in our best interest to acknowledge their genuine character and continue to express our unconditional love to them. That brings me to my story about Christmas pea. Good old-fashioned yellow Christmas pea. 3 years ago, Christmas Eve, my family and I are gathered in the living room, getting ready to open presents and just enjoy our normal Christmas traditions. We passed the torch down to my niece and nephews to take over that job of passing out presents. Well, they're in the middle of organizing and beginning to pass out presents, and in walks Clyde. Clyde is my big, beautiful blue tick coonhound.
Nice.
I call him my Sour Patch Kid. I don't know if y'all have had an opportunity to see those commercials, a couple years back where, the Sour Patch Kid would burn down a house and he would be extremely remorseful for it, but ultimately forgiven. But ever since he was a puppy, he's just had this spiteful nature to him. But his love for his people is unconditional. I mean, he wants to be around you all the time. So it's very conflicting. Back to the story. My nephew Jackson is walking towards me and delivering me my first present. And I glance over to my dog, Clyde. His leg is hiked and he is midstream peeing on our Christmas tree. I don't think I've ever been more mad in my life. That was one of the hardest things to see. But I was over the top angry. But I grabbed him by the collar and I politely escorted him out to the back porch. We continued on. We had a little bit of time to cool down. And as we finished up, I walked back to the porch. I opened up the door and he's sitting there just as sorry as can be. And I felt so terrible. But I looked at him, and it was in that moment that I realized that forgiveness was everything, despite our character flaws. If you love, if the love is there, it doesn't matter what's in front, what happens. But I want to leave you guys with this. The next time anyone or anything decides that they are about to pee on your tree, exercise a little bit of patience and a little bit of forgiveness.